My name is Gary Mizell. I come from the Myzelovsky family from Minsk in Belarus, which was the most powerful family in Russia when we emigrated to America in 1900. We weren't willing to take orders from Tsar Nicholas II. We are a government-created, wealthy family, and out of gratitude to the CIA, we are expected to follow their orders, and then in return we get to be billionaires and have other perks. So I come from one of the most powerful families in the country, and this family of mine are totally responsible for the foundation and election of Donald Trump. The head of the family, if you want to call him that, sent both of his kids to Trump's alma mater. They took over the mainstream media through me. They used me to suppress my ideas and then take them over. And my ideas are the creation of income equality for blacks, Hispanics, and the scientific empowerment of the Asian populations. They don't want to see any of this. They don't want to see black and Hispanic millionaires and billionaires hiring their own people, becoming the face of America, becoming wealthy and exercising political power. So we're at odds. So when they suppress me at the highest levels, because this is a tactic, and they also want to make sure I'm buried. So if you're connected to the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the Secret Service, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force, and every related intelligence agency and Defense Department of all our allies all over the world, meaning 800 military bases in 172 countries all over the world. So that's how I'm buried. Ipso facto, if extraterrestrial consciousness, which is the best way to describe them, they want to come down here, or if they have a presence here, they came to me. They came to me because being suppressed at this level gave me access, because of my political power, to knowledge and data that is far beyond Einstein and Oppenheimer. When you're a physicist, you have to rely on the scientific data and experimentation and creative minds of other physicists. But in my case, nothing like what I do has ever existed before, because it comes from life forms that have been around for billions and billions of years before the Big Bang. So the bottom line is that it's time to share my knowledge with my fellow man. They don't want me to do this. They don't want me to replace the atom and the molecule and the electron with a more dense and stable kind of consciousness that is not matter-based. It is based on psychic energy, which can be intensified to the point where it's as dense as steel. These are things that most people don't know. All right, so it's time for me to measure human psychic energy, which is what they want. I've now given them insight. I have given them self-actualization into what and who they are. They give me the data, I write the letters, they read my psychic energy from the letters, and that's how they know who they are. So I have many fans up there in outer space, and outer space extends far, far beyond the Big Bang. The Big Bang was the world of matter. It was an explosion into the world of matter, but the world of consciousness existed for far longer, but it became dense, and movement became very difficult to accomplish after billions of years of absorbing thought fragments and whatever was conscious in that environment. Movement was to capture thought fragments so that they could complete a first thought. So the first three force fields of the photon came into being, and then that gave birth to God. Our God is the smartest of the galaxy gods. God completed the second three force fields of the photon, 4, 5, and 6. And then God's first creation was the atom. So from the atom to the molecule, the electron, and all those inventions and creations, light, which is based on fragments of atoms, they want to have their prize. What God and the creators want is to be born into a human body. They gave us all of these wonderful traits, the ability to feel and smell and love and contemplate and create and have artistic visions. We have the most advanced brain of any life form in the universe, and that's because God wants to be born into a human body. It's not about the Son of God, it's about God, but it's difficult for him, if you want to call it him a male, to come in and have a birth, which is supposed to come through me. I'm not allowed to have a date. I'm not allowed to meet a woman. I haven't had a date in 30 years. They keep me from having sex. They keep me from wanting to reproduce because they want to control my knowledge, and the knowledge that they want to control now is the crux of it all. It's about measuring human psychic energy. So the reason that I need to raise money is because my last trustee suggested that from the last oil and gas sale, I receive the balance of the sale price of $119,000. The new trustee won't give me any money. She received an offer for $118,000, which she ignored. Then they doubled the offer to $250,000. That's $350,000 that I should have in my bank account to do what I need to do. So because I don't have access to my own money, and because the Pentagon and the CIA want what I'm trying to give to you, I have to have a GoFundMe page. So I believe that for $270,000, which is not as much as the offers that I have already received, I can create a device based on a combination of brain scans, biofeedback, and the circulation of various parts of the brain. Those three elements, and I can put together a device that would be the rudimentary first attempt to measure human psychic energy. And once this is done, we can share the results with biochemical labs, with NASA, which already has my data, and a lot of other places where we can do amazing things. We can fight diseases in the subatomic world. We can power up white blood cells. We can eliminate cancer. We can have bodies that are going to be immune from disease. We'll be healthier. We'll try to eliminate war, and it'll be a much better world. So I need the money to measure human psychic energy, and with the money, assuming that I had that money now, we know exactly what to do, we know exactly what to buy. It would be under CIA investigation, but they wouldn't be able to stop it because we have the money to accomplish everything that we need. And they will be monitoring all of this with their goal of creating a conventional weapon that they want to use to take over the world, because there's not going to be a nuclear war. So the Pentagon wants a conventional weapon to dominate the world with, and I will not give that to them. So I'm going to do this the right way and give the knowledge to my fellow man, and then we can share the knowledge of measuring human psychic energy, because they can't do any of this without me. They can't do any of this, the CIA, without me. So if I have this money, I'll do it for us, and then we'll have all this knowledge and we'll have all these benefits, and we'll keep the Army under control. So I think that my time has expired. We're trying to measure this as a 10-minute intro. So I hope that I've been persuasive and convincing, and I hope that you will give me the opportunity to do what I need to do for us.